Welcome to my channel. This is The Savvy Trader. I'm here to hopefully give you valuable content, help you either become a profitable or more profitable trader. Now let's get to it. Today we'll cover scanning for 52-week highs and yearly highs. In the 52-week high strategy, stocks that are trading near or above their 52-week highs are bought because they have been shown to outperform those that are trading far from them. This strategy goes against the intuitive sell low and buy high mantra. Now let's go over what we're going to cover today. We're going to cover the methodology, the psychology, stock selection and scanning, high probability trade setups, entry and exits with compass dominator combination. Methodology. Step 1. Build a basic watch list to select a basket of liquid optionable stocks. Step 2. Scan for 52-week highs with strong daily charts. Step 3. Select the stocks that meet the highest probability trade criteria. Step 4. Define our risk for each trade, identify profit targets in line with current market conditions. And finally, step 5, follow your dominator compass trading rules to profit. Psychology. Because we feel stocks are too high on a hunch, without technical analysis, we tend to think they're overextended. But we must trust the process of our trade plan and refrain from using profit and losses as hard targets for fear of losing money and limiting gains on winners. All traders, regardless of their trading style, must find strategies they can analyze and learn from their mistakes. Highest probability trade setups. My A setups. Broke compression zone to the upside. Heikin-Ashi reversals formed. Greater than average volume. New 52-week highs. Made all-time highs, which is a blue sky trade. Identify catalyst confirming move. B setups. Flat bottom Heikin-Ashi candle. Trend continuation patterns. Average volume or low, not overextended above the 8 EMA. And C setups, large gap ups, no catalyst, below average volume, nearby resistance observed in the chart, previous new highs or major movement averages on the daily. Now let's go over the entry and exit strategies. Daily chart is key. Entry and exits are based on the daily chart, not intraday noise. Keep in focus the thesis on the SPY. Be alert of upcoming news, earnings, or Fed announcements. Exit rules are flexible. Based on market thesis, our rules are flexible. Break of compression zone opposite a trend, Heikin-Ashi reversal candles, multi-time frame indicators are no longer aligned, change in thesis of the SPY. Money management is key. Trade-off technical analysis, not profit and loss. Size accordingly to the current market conditions. Let your winners run and cut those trades that invalidate your initial evaluation and thesis. Okay, let's go over the bullish compass signals. First, we'll start with the quant. We want the quant to be green. Stocks trade same direction 80% of the time. The multi-time frame Laguerre, we want this to be green or blue. This means it's a rising Laguerre signal. The current time frame Laguerre, we want it to be green or blue. And it's a rising Laguerre signal. The trend, you have the 15 EMA and the 50 EMA. You want the trend to be green, and you want the 15 EMA to be above the 50 EMA. And last, the compression zone. We want a breakout of the compression zone. Okay, we're at the fun stuff now. This is a SPY chart. And we're going to go over the compass indicators that are depicted on the chart. Okay, now we'll get into the fun part here. We're looking at a chart. This is Nike. It's on a daily. As you can see, we've broken out of a compression zone to the upside, the bullish candle. The quant is green. That tells us that we have institutional participation. The multi-time frame Laguerre is also green. With the current time frame Laguerre went from yellow to blue, so we know that we have a rising Laguerre signal on the current time frame. So we have alignment to go long on this stock. It's broken out of a compression zone, and it's a flat bottom Heikin-Ashi reversal candle. So all these elements come together to form a strong daily chart. Okay, we're looking at a 5-minute chart here. Notice that these are Heikin-Ashi candles. You can see that we are in the compression zone, about to break out. So we'll look for a continuation on this move. You can see that the trend dots have gone from gray, neutral to green. You have a blue arrow underneath price that shows pop out of the box. That's a range expansion, and it's broken above any of the nearby highs. I would wait for confirmation on this for a move higher, but this is a very bullish pattern. We're going to go over the bullish dominator signals. First, we'll start at the chart. We'll look at the background. When we have a dark gray background, that is neutral. The next transition, if we're going bullish, it would be from a cyan color, light blue, to a dark green. This is a transition from early bullish to bullish. Next, the white dotted line, that is VWAP. We want price above the VWAP. Buy arrows under price, signifying alignment in the dominator signals. The lower panel, that's where we have our tick and volume. We want the tick mostly green and the volume mostly green. And then the SPY readings. So our SPY chart would be in alignment with our current stop. And that brings everything together for a bullish chart. Okay, we're going to move into the chart itself. If you look at the chart, you notice that on the far right edge, it has turned to a cyan color, a light blue. So that is slightly bullish. It hasn't gone to gray, neutral. So we would stay in the trade. Notice that the trend dots below price, you can see that it's turned green from red. Also, you can see a blue dotted line underneath price. So that was the closest swing low. The white dotted line is VWAP. Price is above VWAP. That's positive. The slow moving average, which is the 50, you can see that it's trending up higher. So that is positive. And the 15 is above. If you look at the dominator signals below, you'll notice that we have 5 green, and then we have 4 red. So this shows us that it's becoming neutral in our dominator signals, thus the change into the background color of being just slightly bullish from bullish. So we keep an eye on the trade. We want to stay in it until, for myself, I see the 15 cross to 50. I see price break down below the VWAP. So this is how I set up my dominator and use it when I'm trading. Okay, we're going to jump back into building a watch list. Remember, $10 or greater, volume greater than 750,000, and optionable. And we're going to move into TC2000, and we're going to look how a scan is created. Okay, we're looking at TC2000 right now. This is my scan window. So my edit conditions, price history over 10, volume above average 50, which is 50-day average, 750,000 shares. Optional stocks is true. Price history, new high 240 bar. So this is my basic scan that I'll start with. Now we're going to actively go into TC2000 and we're going to scan with these parameters. $10, 750,000 shares, new yearly highs, which is my 240 bar. Now, as you can see that I have 34 results from my total scan from a base of about 6,400 stocks in TC2000. Now we're going to add to this sort so we can narrow this down a little bit more. Okay, step 3, the strongest stocks. So now we're going to narrow that list down a little bit more. We're looking for that break of the compression zone to the upside, Heikin-Ashi reversals, greater than average volume, new 52-week highs. If we can identify the catalyst, that's a plus. Flat bottom Heikin-Ashi candles for trend continuations. We do not want average volume or low volume, and we don't want overextended above the EMA. Now we're back in TC2000 again. You'll notice at the very top of my header columns, I have numerous items here. Over from the left, you'll notice that symbol, price, percent change, volume buzz, new yearly highs. So that is 240 bars. Percent from the 8 EMA. I don't want it overextended. Heikin-Ashi bull reversals. So that signifies if I have a Heikin-Ashi reversal candle, and also pop out of the box for dailies. Now for next earnings, I use that to see when the previous earnings, I calculate the previous earnings, and that could possibly be my catalyst for the stock move. Now to find the strongest stocks, I've added Heikin-Ashi bull is true. I want price above the 8 EMA, and I want a pop out of the box true for a daily chart. And now you see I went from 34 to 2 on my scanner. Next, we're going to define our risk and identify our profit targets. To define our risk, we want to know where our support and resistance areas are for every entry and exit. You want price above or below the EMA, bullish, above. Current market conditions, is the trend up? Is it down? Is it choppy? Are there any news to affect this week's price action, the Fed, or earnings? Price action on daily and intraday basis, we want to assess both, and we want to look for dominator alignment. Okay, I just want to get into this chart right here of GTY. This is 52-week high breakout. So I'm kind of zoomed out quite a bit on the daily chart. I just want to show you that, February 22nd, 19 was a high, 52-week high, and then it made another 52-week high at 6/14/21, and then it made another high, and this is 12/23, 2022. So this is my algo line resistance here. This is my algo line support down here. You can see these are making higher lows. We had a break. Here's my algo line, the breakout of the algo line. When we zoom in, we can see that the 21 has been offering support here and here. At this point, when we get a pullback, we get a Heikin-Ashi reversal candle right after the pullback to the 21, and the trend continues. You notice that we didn't have a close below the 21 at all. It made this whole move up, and it's still above the 8 EMA, which is positive. In this area right here, we got stacked. All our EMAs are stacked right here. You have your slow, which is your 200, the 100, the 50, the 21, and the 8. They're all stacked. Our volume is confirming the move. You notice that this is the 50 right here. This is the 50 SMA, and we had a lot of volume come into this stock. This is 3x normal volume, these bars right here. So this is 3x of what the normal volume is, signified by the color change. And you can see that that is confirming this move higher. So all these components together are making a bullish thesis on this stock for me. So I'll put this one in my watch list. I'm not in it right now, but I will look at it. If I get a pullback to the 21, if the market confirms the move, I'd be interested in participating in it. Or if I get another breakout above the area right here, these highs, then I'll set myself an alert. I'll price above that. Alert's created. It'll signal that it's gone above 35.56, and I'd be interested in a move above that area right there. Because right now it looks like to me that we might form a little bit of consolidation in this area right here. You know, you see prices starting to slow down. We're getting tiny candles here. This is a Heikin-Ashi chart, so having wicks above body, it's common. What you don't want on a bullish move is you don't want the wicks to be below the body. You want the wicks to be above the body. So these are all bullish candles, flat bottom, Heikin-Ashis. Indecision here, but then the continuation right after. A small tail on this, no tail on this one. It's all flat bottom. And then here we have tail under body, and we have tail under body. So having two candles, tail under body, if I was in it, wouldn't be an exit, but I would be concerned about maybe a close below the 8 EMA might be coming. But I'm not trying to forecast price and place a bet. I just want it to confirm, and when it does, well, then I'll look for an entry. But I'll definitely put this one into my watch list and look at it later. But you know, you just see the strength in these stocks whenever you can, everything comes together. Whenever your algo breaks come into consideration, whenever you get new 52-week highs, this all shows how strong some of these moves are. And these are the type of stocks. And as we know, we're in a very bear market, that these are the type of stocks that you want to look at for your longs. So hope that helps you a lot. And I'll be posting some more videos, so look for those. I appreciate it. Savvy Trader, good trading to all. Thank you.